Guys, when you think that you've heard it all about Kim Kardashian, we're getting more details about this woman's past. Listen, when I say that no one should envy Kim for what she has, because, girl and guys, Kim Kardashian was a part of a entourage who is now a known Malaysian businessman who was turned fugitive, who allegedly embezzled billions from the Malaysian state run economic development fund. This man has allegedly stolen money Kim Kardashian has gained in his wealth from the billions that he has stole, and she was a part of this man's entourage. We're talking about Jolo and Kim Kardashian being interrogated by the FBI. This is juicy. Let's get into it. So, according to reports, it says Kim Kardashian has been grilled by the FBI over billionaire 1MDB fugitive Joe Low, who she admitted to partying with in Las Vegas before he gifted her $250,000 and gave her the cash for a new white Ferrari that we all are familiar with. If you have watched Keeping Up with the Kardashian, we know that Ferrari, right? And also, this man paid Kim Kardashian $50,000 to appear at a Vegas nightclub for 2 hours on his birthday. If you guys remember, Kim Kardashian told the world on Keeping Up with the Kardashian that the club paid her $50,000 for her appearance. We know that Kim was not a dancer. At that point, she was known as a socialite and a hoe. And as such, many people were like, why would a nightclub pay you for your appearance and you don't dance? But maybe just people hearing about her presence being at the club, it would boost, patrons. That's what many people thought after watching that series. Well, now, in an interview from 2019, Kim Kardashian is disclosing how she first met Jolo, the Malaysian fugitive who embezzled all those monies. Pretty interesting, right? So Kim Kardashian said that this guy paid her $50,000. Listen, that's a lot of money she got from this man. I believe that this man was also a major starting point for Kim's career. So let's talk about it in some more details based on this article. So after she appeared at the club, right? And Kim Kardashian got her money. She got the white Ferrari as a wedding gift. Just imagine. Kim Kardashian would not stay with Chris Humphries because we know that after that was the time she married Chris Humphries, and Kim was like, I could be a hoe instead of being here pretending to be a really nice wife. You don't have money to give to me. I can spend time with this guy, and just like that, I'll be getting thousands of dollars. So that's my 2 cents to it. Now, it further states that Kim told the FBI that she was given 250,000 of winnings in a trash bag, right? And she got them in $100 bills. Kardashian then took her cash trash bag in her carry-on and boarded a Southwest airline flight back to Los Angeles. She collected the other 100,000 again in a trash bag full of cash during a later trip to partying with Lowe. According to the FBI reports published first by Bloomberg, Kim's always found Lowe's source of wealth to be the biggest mystery about him. Listen, it can't be, I don't think it could be a mystery about him. I think that she would have some kind of doubt or some kind of reservation about this guy, right? And what's interesting, Kim was juggling Jolo, Chris Humphries, and Ye at this point, because if you guys are remembering, she was still, receiving emails from Ye. Ye was still telling her how to dress. Ye was still giving her his fancy car to show up on Keeping Up with the Kardashian, in order to give her that aesthetic. Kim was known as the socialite, and she was known as that girl wearing. She was very pretty. A lot of wealthy men were obsessed with her, right? Because she was young, pretty. She had all those Armenian, features, which Men were very obsessed with. Kim, do you see what you've lost? Back in the day, men used to throw money at your feet. Now you have to be working for it, girl, because you remove those Armenian features. If only you had kept those features, men would be still throwing money at your feet. You would have been a multi-billionaire just instead of just a billionaire. But on a more serious note, listen, we all know the story of Kim. Many people believe that she has changed from her ways. I believe that she's no longer a hoe. I definitely believe that. I believe that she definitely somehow still have, the urge to do that. Because when you look at the fact that Pete broke up with her, but she was still posing nude, turning her back, saying, looking back. It's given the sense that she was going in details about, her sexual encounters, which is definitely unacceptable for a mom of four. But it's not about what we think. Let's get into what this article is saying. It is saying by 2010, the pair seemed to communicate on a semi-frequent basis. And Kim even invited Lo to her 2011 wedding in Santa Barbara to Chris Humphries, because we know Kim didn't want Chris Humphries. She used that man for clout and media attention, and then immediately after that, she ditched him because Kim was there crying about Lo's money. Chris Humphries was an NBA player, but still yet, Chris Humphries' money could not be compared to Lo. That money that he was embezzling based on these court documents, it was a lot more. Listen, Kim, you're the G. I have to admit, Kim is the girl. Now, it says the marriage between socialite and NBA star infamously only lasted 72 days. And we now understand even more than then why it only lasted 72 days. Because she had this wealthy older white guy on her arm that gifted her a Ferrari, plus he gifted her money. And Kim, felt obligated to invite this man at her wedding, right? Because I guess at some point during their encounter, she would have said to him, I'm engaged. And he was like, that's fine, honey. I just need your company. Go ahead, get married. You have my wishes. This guy was definitely Kimmy's sugar daddy. Listen, this brings the meaning to Kimmy Cakes on a whole new level. Kimmy Cakes was definitely giving the cakes and getting the money. Go Kim, listen, this is not the lifestyle for a woman to live, but then the Bible tells you that, prostitution is the oldest profession. And who are we to, tell Kim what to do and what not to do, right? Now, it says that, this man, he forked out $305,000 to Kim as a wedding gift, while also contributing $100,000 for their spectacular fireworks at the wedding. So this man single-handedly paid for Kim Kardashian's wedding, because this man gave her, we can count, more than over $500,000 already. Kim, why did you let this guy go? Because he definitely seemed as though he was milking out that money, right? Then, not just that, it says Lo then gave $100,000 to Humphries as a separate gift and offered to pay Kim to arrive to the nuptials in a horse-drawn carriage. Kim declined. What? So he gifted Chris Humphries $100,000 as a separate gift and offered to pay for Kim to arrive to the nuptials in a horse-drawn carriage. Kim declined. I wonder why Kim declined. Maybe she didn't like horse-drawn carriage. Something about that part has been wondering, why did she decline? Maybe at that point Chris Humphries was like, no. Maybe Chris Humphries knew that he was being walked over. Listen, are you feeling heartbroken for Chris Humphries right now? Because I am. For many people, you may say this video might be a bit all over the place, but it has to be, because we have to be going into the details. What if? So, and then we're going to say, this is what happens during that time, because it is definitely what happened during that time. Anyway, let's continue. It says after Kim Kardashian declined the horse-drawn carriage offer, instead, Kim used the $305,000 gift to buy herself a new white Ferrari. Oh, so I messed that up. I thought he gave her the Ferrari, but she used the money to buy the white Ferrari. We remember that Ferrari. Now, it says that she later sold it in 2012 and used the 240,000 to buy the Lamborghini. We remember the Lamborghini, but the story is not adding up, guys, right? Let me tell you why the story is not adding up for me. Kim Kardashian got the Lamborghini while she was still with Reggie Bush. You know why I remember that? Because Reggie Bush at the time also had a Lamborghini. Reggie Bush car wash service would charge Reggie Bush to service Kim and Reggie's car. When Kim and Reggie's relationship ended, Kim went to Italy. That time she was messing around with Ye, wasn't choosing Ye, but Ye was still hanging on the side, right? So the car wash company charged Reggie Bush for servicing Kim's car. And Reggie Bush called her up like, bitch, you're there cheating. Bitch, you have all those men running up and down in your hallway, or kitty cat. And they charged my card for servicing your car. But, Reggie Bush cussed her out. And she featured that on Keeping Up with the Kardashian to make Reggie Bush look like the bad guy. But we could understand exactly what Reggie was saying because we knew that Reggie wasn't the bad guy, right? So this part about the Lamborghini, it's not really adding up. I don't know. There's a gap. There's something missing. But let's continue and see what this is saying, right? It says she bought the Lamborghini, which was put in Kanye West's name, who was her then boyfriend. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? It is just not adding up because I knew Ye was always in the picture. They were best friends. And this is why Kim is having such a hard time letting go of him. Ye was like Kim's partner in crime, to be honest. She didn't tell him all the details of what she was doing, right? But they were partners in crime. Ye was Kim's best friend. Kim was Ye's best friend. So some of the details are really not adding up. I mean, I understand it's surpassed, but it's not adding up. Now, it says in 2012, Lowe requested Kanye West's performance on a yacht in Italy, to which he said yes. Lowe paid $1.25 million for his performance and dished out $250,000 to Kim for appearing, right? Because he was head over heels in love with that girl, but Kim was putting him off like, no, let us be friends because Ye was a really nice guy. She didn't want to break his heart because Ye was really kind and nice to him. And listen, that time Kim was hot. She was fiery. She was teamy. She was just pretty. She was glass perfect, right? So every man wanted Kim at that point. Listen, this story keeps turning, twisting. It's lengthy, it's long, and I don't want to waste you guys' time. But guess what? If you want to hear everything else, you can keep going with this video, right? Because it goes further. It says when Kim was partying in Miami in October of 2012, her birthday, Lowe told her he was grateful she was nice to him and never asked him for anything. When Kim was partying in Miami in October of 2012 for her birthday, Lowe told her he was grateful she was nice to him and never asked him for anything. Okay, so he's saying that Kim never asked him for anything. I mean, if you were giving her that much money, which she wasn't used to, she would feel really grateful because, it's natural for her to be grateful for that. Now, the article further states that it was in this exchange on BlackBerry Messenger that he told her he'd sent a diamond necklace for her, but she never received it. I wonder what happened to that diamond necklace. Did Kim, did you receive the diamond necklace and tell Lowe that you didn't get it? No, it says, according to the FBI, Lowe then bought the sunglasses company Linda Farrow and told him that he would send some of Linda Farrow's sunglasses. She then asked if he wanted to invest in her new beauty company. It was around this time she that they stopped talking. Years later, in May 24, Lou offered to give Kim painting by Basquiat, the American neo-expressionist artist. So this man evidently loved Kim. He admired her, he worshipped her, and Kim wanted him to invest in her company. So Kim was getting smart, right? She wasn't thinking about the small dollars. And I guess she had someone advising her at this point. It sounded like she had someone advising her, because if this man invested in her company, it would be huge, right, for her. So according to that, Kim basically asked him if he wanted to invest in her beauty company, but it was around that time that they stopped talking. Years later, in May 24, Lowe offered to give Kim a painting by Basquiat, the American neo-expressionist artist. Her then husband Kanye West instead told Kim to ask for a money, because according to the documents, they wanted to mess with Lowe because both Kardashian and West found Lowe to be very fickle when giving gifts and never expected to actually receive a painting. Okay, Kim Kardashian spokesperson as contacted for comment. This is really interesting. Oh Lord. Oh my God, this was not a good period for Kim or Ye. No, this is really interesting, and oh, there's so many details that was shared here. And Ye was, wising her up, because Ye has started to make him realize that, if someone was this wealthy, they would give you more. But I don't like that part. But I understand what Ye was doing with telling her to ask for more, to see if he would actually do that. But there was no further details. Whew, this is a lot. This is mind-blowing. This video might not be like your typical video, guys, but nonetheless, I have to say that some of the details were missing because we can remember clearly some of the things that happened around that time. And we know that some of the stuff are not adding up for those who watch Keeping Up with the Kardashian. We can now tell that there were lies in that season of Keeping Up with the Kardashian. We can tell that there's lies in this article. Where is the lie coming from? I don't know, but I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks, guys, for your time, your energy. Stay safe, stay blessed. See you all next time. Bye, guys.